Google Analytics versus Heap Analytics. Two leading platforms, but which one really delivers? On the left, Google Analytics, the powerful industry-standard tool from Google. And on the right, Heap Analytics, with its no-code event tracking and advanced behavioral insights. Let's skip the buzzwords and dive into what actually matters. We'll score each category. So by the end, you'll know exactly which one comes out ahead. And trust me, the winner might surprise you. All right, here's the plan. We're going to compare Google Analytics and Heap across all the stuff that matters. Think pricing, implementation and setup, data capture and flexibility, user insights, reporting and visualization, integrations and ecosystem, and what actual users are saying. Quick snapshot, all categories side by side, so you get the big picture. So let's start with pricing. Google Analytics is honestly super accessible if you're running basic analytics. Most folks use the free tier, and it covers loads of use cases. You won't pay a dime for those standard features. But yeah, if you want GA360, it gets seriously pricey. And spoiler, they don't do free trials for the advanced stuff. Now, Heap Analytics steps in with a free trial, and their pricing, it's really straightforward, which I personally appreciate. No hidden fees. But watch out, as you scale, and if your data volume goes up, Heap's premium plans can become expensive too. It's like pay as you grow. Between the two, Heap takes the edge, especially for transparency. Next up, implementation and setup. Google Analytics has been around forever, so you'll find tons of documentation. Plus, it works well with Google Tag Manager, which saves time. The catch? Setting up custom events and conversions kind of feels like you need a PhD in analytics, especially with GA4. The learning curve is real. Now, Heap is honestly a breath of fresh air here. It does this auto capture thing, tracks literally every event by default. You just plug it in and boom, it's logging everything. And if you want to set up something custom, there's a visual event creator, so you don't need a developer lurking over your shoulder. One thing though, Heap is primarily front-end unless you do extra stuff for server side. But overall, Heap smashes it in setup simplicity. All right, data capture and flexibility. Google Analytics wins for customizability. Like, you can go wild with event parameters. And if you're already living in the Google ecosystem, it all fits together just right. Still, a big hiccup is you need to manually tag events. And if you forget, boom, missed data, no retroactive magic. Heap, though, swoops in with automatic capture of every user action. Seriously, you can add or tweak event labels even after the fact. Retro analysis? Yes, please. Trick is, if you need to track backend or server-side stuff, Heap isn't as robust unless you put in extra effort. But for just web-based actions, Heap comes out on top again. Oh, and here's something cool. Did you know Heap just grabs every interaction by default? So you don't have to guess what to track ahead of time. You want to see what happened last month? Retro analysis is no sweat. Moving on. User insights. Google Analytics is big on sessions and traffic analysis. If you're into marketing and attribution, it's got tools baked in, super handy. But the session-based approach means you're not really zooming in on individual users all that much. Sometimes attribution feels like a wild goose chase too. On the flip side, Heap is all about the user. Like, you can see exactly how someone interacts, run quick funnel or cohort analyses. Perfect for retention. What's the trade-off? Unless you set up custom stuff, Heap might not give you super deep marketing channel breakdowns. But honestly, for user-level clarity, Heap totally rules. Okay, reporting and visualization. Here's where Google Analytics struts in with some fancy charts. You can build dashboards that cut and slice the data any way you want. Seriously, if you're into advanced analytics, GA is gold. Downside? The interface can be clunky. Setting up custom reports takes time. Heap simplifies things for beginners. Really intuitive report builder. Plus, their Event Explorer is super visual. But if you throw a ton of complex queries at Heap or want mega custom dashboards, it might get bogged down. For sheer breadth and advanced visuals, Google Analytics claims victory. On to integrations and ecosystem. Google Analytics is pretty much the standard here. Ties straight into Google Ads, Search Console, BigQuery, all that good stuff. If you live and breathe Google, why stray? Downside is, yeah, it's mostly Google-centric. Heap stays competitive with a growing third-party integration list. You can plug in Mixpanel, Segment, and more. But let's be real, it doesn't go as deep or broad as Google's ecosystem. In this round, Google Analytics pulls ahead. Now, user reviews. Google Analytics Trusted by millions, it's like the OG of analytics platforms, but not everyone's happy. The setup complexity and that weird interface still trip folks up. Heap scores high, especially for ease of use. G2 rating is sweet at 4.3 out of 5 in 2025. People love the quick setup and just how less stressful it feels. Some say if your dataset gets super massive, Heap can lag or throw some bugs. But overall, Heap gets a lot of love for simplicity. Reviews are almost neck and neck. Let's check the radar chart for both tools side by side. You can really see Heap shining in simplicity and user insights, while Google Analytics dominates on reporting and all those deep integrations. So here's my 2 cents. If you're running a huge site, deep into e-commerce and pretty much glued to the Google ecosystem, Google Analytics is your powerhouse. But if you're more about product, UX, and want super fast, user-focused insights, Heap is honestly fantastic. Super quick to set up, tracks everything out of the box, and keeps you nimble. If this helped, stick around. You can compare more analytics tools just like this right here. And hey, keep watching for more honest, side-by-side insights that actually make it